So let's get started. Right here we have a rain sensor button, switch. Most homeowners are not going to have a rain sensor hooked up, so we're going to put this on bypass and then you can forget about it. Right now our system is off. Over here is where we're going to do all of our settings in this blue area. So if you move the toggle, let's go to set current date and time. The plus and minus arrows will cycle through the year numbers like this. It's 2013. The right arrow button will toggle you to the next setting. It's January. It is the 16th. And the time, it's right now it's flashing PM. You can change to AM, military time, whatever you'd like. Right now it's 1:55. And we've got that set. Toggle to the next setting. We just finished them all. Put us back to the year. So right now we've got that set. You can just toggle off this. And let's now go to set program start times. This right here is where most homeowners get confused. Program start times are not your stations. The next setting is called set station run times. Station can also be valve or zone because they all correspond to the actual number of valves you have in your yard. What program is you can set different stations under a different program. For example, if you have 2 turf zones and 1 drip zone, you can put the 2 turf zones under program A and then put the drip zone under program B. This enables you to water your turf twice a day if you would like, and your drip only 1 time a day. Let me show you. So if we go to program A, I will set my stations to be under, my turf stations to be under. I'm going to set it at, I want it to come on at 5 a.m. as the first time that it comes on in the day. So I'll cycle here to 5 a.m. and I got that. When you toggle over, it gives you the second start time. Again, this is where most people get confused. That's not the station. That's just a start time. The second time that I'm going to want it to come on is at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just about after the hottest time of the day here in New Mexico, and that's a great time to have a 5-minute cool watering or something. And so that's the second watering time. The third one should be off. I don't want it coming on 3 times a day, and I don't want it coming on 4. So those are both off. So I got start time 1, 5 a.m., second start time at 4 p.m. Program B, when do I want my drip station to come on? I'm going to want it to come on at 5 a.m., which I've got it set to. So start time 1 is at 5 a.m. and I don't want it to come on any other time. So all the other start times are off. Let's go to the station run times now, where I'll actually place these stations onto that program. Station 1, before you even put minutes, make sure you're under the right program. I'm going to toggle through. I don't have any on program C, so I'm on program A. I want station 1, which is my turf zone, to be on. So on program A I have 18 minutes. I want to bump that up to 20. And I'm set now. Station 1 is under program A, which will come on 2 times a day. Each time will be 20 minutes. Station 2, it also has minutes under program A. Perfect. It'll also come on twice a day for the start times for program A. Station 3 doesn't have any. My drip zone doesn't. That's great because I want it under program B. So when you hit the program button, it takes you to program B, and station 3 comes on for 10 minutes. I want my drip zone to come on 15 minutes this time of the year. Or if it's in the middle of the year, or a warm season, or a hot snaps hit, you adjust it. But if I go to station 2 and station 1 under program B, they don't have any minutes. That's exactly what we want. I want program A and program B. I want to be clear on which stations are which. So when I'm under program B, my station 1 should have 0 minutes, which it does. So now that we have these 2 set, we're going to go to setting the days to water. What days of the week are they going to come on? So with everything, make sure you're under the right program. I'm under program A, so those are my 2 turf zones. If you push the plus arrow over the day of the week, a raindrop will come on, signaling that's a day it will water. Typically, most people do about every other day to water. So now I have program A set. If you push this right button, you can go to every odd day or every even day into some other settings. I like using this one because it tells me exactly which days I know of the week that it'll be on. Now let's go to program B, because I have a program B and one station under it, so I need to make sure I have days. If you don't, then it's not going to come on. You need to make sure you have days for it. So same thing for my drip, I'm just going to have it come on every day if I've got a newer yard, and then I'll eventually wean it off over time. But right now I've got it set every day for program B. So the stations under program B will come on every day, and in our case that's just our drip zone. These other settings here are for more options that the Hunter Pro C has, and we're assuming that most of you are not going to be dealing with these. So let me show you one last feature here about this Hunter Pro C. It's about turning your stations on manually. If you have a break or you need to do a repair and you want to check and make sure it's done right, or for any other reason, you can go to manual single station, select which station you want on. If I want station 1, I got to go to program A, there's my minutes, and then I toggle this to run. You'll see a sprinkler head flashing, meaning that it's on. If you want to go to the next station, go to station 2, and the same thing will happen. And that's how you can go through your manual, just turning them on manually to check them. When you're done doing this, go to off, give it a minute for it to turn off. And then when you're all done with your settings, you can put it to run, and now your system is now automatic. These are the basics for setting your Hunter Pro C. Hope this was able to clear some things up for you and enable you to be able to set your controller during the season. Thanks.